Welcome to this episode of the 94twenty podcast, where we talk about the music that we love and the industry that we tolerate.
Snow fell down at Christmas time, spreading magic all around. Overhead a new star shining, brightest day upon the ground. Snow fell down at Christmas time, spreading magic all around. Overhead, a new star shining, brightest day upon the ground. Oh, Mary and her husband Joseph traveled far across the land. So fulfilling and all foretelling, born would be the Lord of man. Oh, come to us, precious gift of love. Bless the land, the sea, and sky above. Fill our hearts with joy and guide our way at Christmas time and day after day. With the ox, the lamb, and donkey, shepherds knelt upon the earth.
Wise men long upon their journey, so beheld the holy birth. Hallelujah,
Sleeping quietly in his cradle, shining as from light within. Oh, he illuminates the stable, our lives and everything. Oh, come to us, precious gift of love. Bless the land, the sea, and sky above. Fill our hearts with joy and guide our way at Christmas time. Oh, come to us, precious gift of love. Bless the land, the sea, and sky above. Fill our hearts with joy and guide our way at Christmas time and day after day. At Christmas time and day after day after day after day after
Hey, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the 94twenty podcast. That was Precious Gift of Love by Consuelo Scivoletto-Cordey. Hi, Carl and Greg. How are you both doing?
I'm doing
It's a,
good.
it's a tongue twister of a name.
No, of course it is.
I was doing good,
I was
but
doing
I just spent a week in Puerto Rico,
nice.
and I felt great. It was sunny, sitting by the beach,
Yeah.
Old San Juan, having a great time.
So you would think you'd be grateful and not
No, and then-
complaining.
Nah,
then
but,
he came
I
back to this.
Came back to New York City, and then it just, as soon as you walk into JFK, it just sucks it right out of you
the
again.
cloud of doom and gloom.
I was talking with someone today who moved here recently from Valley Stream, and they even said the first time they flew back to New York and they walked into JFK, their immediate thought was, oh my gosh, I have to get out of here. There are too many people.
Exactly.
But by the way, that was a great. I like that song. It was kind of a nice little Christmas.
Yeah. Boy,
vibe.
we've talked many times, many years about how difficult it is to do a
Mhm.
contemporary Christmas type tune, and yeah, they
Right.
nailed
It
it.
It was a
really
very
good.
pentatonics-esque, even though
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah.
fully a cappella.
Or before that, back in the day, boing, Manhattan Transfer had like some kind of intricate vocal arrangements on. Christmas music basically is vocals. Don't screw the vocals up. and you'll be okay. Put some strings in the background, maybe a jingle bell here or there, but for the most part, it's the vocal performance that sells it. So that's why
Okay.
groups like that have done well.
So on that note of wonderment,
Yeah, yep.
when I used to live, flying back and forth to Nashville all the time, I used to always remember, this was years and years ago, that, I'd fly into Nashville. It was always nice. Whenever you get, and then I used to drive there too. Whenever I would fly back, and as soon as I got close to LaGuardia, everything got gray. And then you land and it's gray. And even when I used to drive through Maryland, the Carolinas, Virginia. It's all nice scenery. As soon as you get to the end of Jersey, it starts getting gray and dirty looking. I'm sorry.
Soot. It's
So
soot.
the thing is,
It's
even in San Juan Airport, man, it's yellow and bright and clean looking, and everyone's the sun. And you go to JFK, I feel like I'm in a cave. It's ugh.
You come back and it sucks all the positive energy that you had.
It's suppressive, it's depressive, it's compressive, it's all depressives.
It's all depressives.
all the essives.
All depressives, yeah. But it was great. It was great. So now I'm back in New York. But everyone says though, but there's nothing like Christmas in New York City.
There you go. No, not so much, right? I don't know.
The last week before I went to the tree.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
did you go to the
cool.
tree lighting or just to
I
the
didn't go
tree?
to the light. I went to the tree. It's already lit.
Okay.
Did I see something in the news? Did it fall down this year, or
No, I don't know.
did they have an issue? Maybe
knows?
maybe that was a few years ago, where it's collapsed or the lights went out or something. Some calamity associated with the Christmas
Well, apparently
season.
it's the tallest tree they've ever had, supposedly,
Wow.
from what I understood. So
I actually, being kind of a Southern person, I enjoy the whole concept of Christmas in New York. I think it's pretty magical, really. I took my family once to the parade at Thanksgiving, where
the Macy's Day Parade.
yeah, where you see the entrance of Santa Claus and everything is typically decorated for Christmas after that event. So it's pretty cool. It's like the movie Elf, right?
Well, I think too, I grew up in New York, Carl grew up in New York. To us, we're almost a little jaded by it because it's so crowded and it's so touristy. But
Right.
when you're out of New York, it's oh, I want to go to New York for Christmas. And it's why?
Yeah.
It's cold. It could be rainy or snowy. There's crowds everywhere.
Well,
But I guess it can be magical.
we didn't skate at Rockefeller Center, but we did skate in the park, and it's pretty
Bryant Park or Central
No,
Park?
Wallerman Rink on Central Park.
Central Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was pretty magical, I must say. You kind of look up and see the skyline or a piece of it, and maybe if you're lucky, maybe there's a flake or two of snow. Pretty cool.
You know what I will say is magical in Tennessee is the Gaylord Opryland Resort at Christmas time, and then
Right.
their whole
Yeah.
Christmas ice show that they have. That was fantastic this year.
That's kind of that's kind of become a tradition for us, and we go out. At least we go out and look at the lights inside the hotel.
Well, it's
itself.
funny. Walking around Old San Juan, they have all these it's really done up Feliz Navidad and all these
Oh yeah.
snowmen and all this kind of stuff. And it's 90 degrees. And it doesn't
Right.
seem right. They have little Christmas trees and nativity scenes and it's all it's summer. It just doesn't seem
I have
right.
never been to Los Angeles or on the West Coast in November and December, but I can assume that's pretty surreal. You've got all the Christmas decorations and you've got the kidney-shaped swimming pools and the cocktail glasses clinking.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's pretty surreal.
Well, growing up in New York City, I guess Nicole would attest, and we were younger too, we really had winter.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The majority of my youthful Christmases weren't white. There was
Christmas,
snow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sleds and stuff. And
We hardly ever get that down here. It's very, very rare. Most of our snow comes in March.
Or February. February's been a
February,
pretty
March,
good
yeah.
snowmaker here. But I will say, when it does snow up in New York around Christmas time, it probably is the most magical. But I don't think that happens that much anymore. So.
I have friends in upstate, man. They, the last several years, they've had 2 and 3 feet of snow. I don't know I don't know what that's
So
like in Manhattan, but
no, but I will say in upstate New York, I
Yeah.
remember in one time, it was February, we had just gotten done cheering for a basketball game. It was like the last basketball game of the season too, and it snowed
Is this what
4
we've
feet.
become?
Yes,
4 feet.
4 feet in
No,
one
but-
day.
This
Yeah.
we're talking about the weather. We're talking about snowing.
Well, no, we're talking about magical aspects of the holidays,
yeah,
and it
this
just
is-
Greg said something that
If you
spawned
will-
a thought. We're like the ADHD music podcast this week.
If you will fly in a little bit of tinkling, ice tinkling, and
I
if
am,
you'll fly in some snow music, it'll be beautiful. Trust me.
I am like one of the co-hosts and the most. I'm an annoyed listener. I act as both. I'm like the co-host.
Oh.
Then I change my hat. I go, why am I even listening to this?
Yeah, right.
So, do we have anything musical to say about anything?
Yes. So I have 2 things that we can talk about this week. And the first thing I want to talk about, because this is one of our Christmas episodes, Kenzie just had her first Christmas program thing that they did at her school.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
it was kindergarteners or even the preschoolers all the way up to 5th grade or 6th grade in that school.
Like a pageant or
Like a program. Like they all sung, the band played,
like a concert?
like a concert. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Concert.
This is musical.
Yes, because I have questions.
All right.
But it got me thinking back to when I was that age, what did we do at Christmas time? And I don't think we really had a Christmas concert until we were in 4th or 5th grade. And even then it was one song or 2 songs that were very not well played because we didn't know how to play the instruments. And I was thoroughly impressed with what they put on for the show and the performance that they did. So it got me thinking, what are some of the memorable performances, if any, that you guys remember from your elementary school
I have a bone to
days?
pick. I have a bone to pick.
Oh, okay.
So,
Bum, 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 bum,
8th
bum.
grade talent show. It was kind of the same thing.
Was it around Christmas time?
The holiday time.
Yeah.
Holidays
Right.
where everyone gets up there and plays. So I get up there and I audition. You have to audition for it, right? I auditioned and I played "I'm a Believer" by the Monkees on the guitar, right?
Hey,
And I got in. So then day of the show, I decide I don't want to do "I'm a Believer" by the Monkees. For some bizarre reason, I just gotten the White Album. I do "Cry Baby Cry" off the White Album. Which is "Cry baby cry, all the mothers die." It's and the nuns look at me going, "What the hell is he singing?" The Duchess of Kirkcaldy is always driving and arriving late for tea. I'm singing all this. I'm like this
Good for you.
13-year-old kid singing "Try to Cry." Anyway, so this guy who I won't name played "Downtown" on the trumpet. And he wins. And
Downtown.
Yeah, right,
no, he didn't even sing.
right.
He just played the trumpet.
Oh, that's a cop-out. You got to do
You
both to win a talent show.
No. So I
I can hear it
lost.
now.
Mrs. Entwistle was the music teacher.
Oh wow.
Very, very disappointed in me because why didn't you play "I'm a Believer"? And then and everyone voted for this guy to play the trumpet. Get me out of
Wow.
here! Hey,
You want to know what Kenzie sung this year?
Mm.
She sung "Joy to the World," and it was the absolute cutest thing in the entire
Oh,
world.
I'm sure of it. Have you all started listening to Christmas albums?
I have
yet?
been listening to Christmas since November 1st, and
Good
it
for
has
you.
been fantastic.
Carl, have you listened to any Christmas music since November 1st?
you know the answer to that question.
No. He's listened to Bah Humbug probably
He
since
listened.
then.
He listened to "So This Is Christmas," and that's about
I went
it.
to Puerto Rico,
Yeah, there you
Feliz
go.
Navidad. There you go.
Feliz Navidad. Yeah.
so that's the music. That's the music part of this podcast.
Well, we didn't really get to what was your favorite? I mean, besides Carl, Greg didn't really say what his favorite thing to play at Christmas time was in any concert he was in. So
I can remember a few school programs. I was a very emotional, impressionable kid. So I could not wait to get out of school. So usually I was not paying any attention whatsoever to the programs because all I could do was daydream about what it was going to be like to be off of school and be in my own Christmas environment I always hated all those things that the schools tried to put on.
Oh, I
So we're
love
not-
them.
You did?
Oh, I
didn't.
absolutely love them. Well, I don't think you guys know this about me. Besides, because you guys know I'm a cheerleading champion, which I
Right,
think I've said
right.
is my
I
claim
know
to
you're a
fame.
cheerleader. I didn't know you were a champion.
Yeah, I'm a national collegiate cheerleading champion.
You
we won.
slid that championship thing.
We
in there.
won the Big
Yeah.
Apple Classic back in like 2005 or something like that.
What constitutes a champion?
Your glory.
We
days.
got number one, like we got the gold medal.
Do you
They
go up?
went to
Are
be
you one of those ones
judged.
that goes up in the air and stuff?
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
terrified my mother with the going up in the air and the amount of injuries I got in college. So,
Mm.
but other than that, I actually was all county, and I think I qualified for all state one year for chorus, and I got accepted to
Singing?
Calhoun High School's musical program for like 9th through 12th grade, and I got accepted to the BOCES musical theater program for the entire county if I wanted to go for high school and do like a split day.
So you're a singing gymnast?
I'm a singing gymnast, but I denied the singing part of it and never went to those things that I got accepted to. So,
The Calhoun Chorale for
Yes.
2003.
Mhm.
Wow, I didn't even know that about you.
yes.
I actually do like choral music. I like the Vienna Boys Choir. and
Yeah.
this-
This time of year, though, the Dona Nobis Pacem song was one that, like, I vividly remember, and it's the most hated song because of how much we had to sing it. But have you ever heard of a handbells group where all they do is handbells?
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
mean,
that
they
ding,
teach
ding,
them
ding,
how
and
to
they
do
each
that.
and they
and then-
shake to make a melody. Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay. Well, to me, that was one of those things. It was so relaxing and zen by the end of the two songs. Like, everyone loved it.
I'm always afraid. It makes me anxious. I'm always afraid somebody's going to screw up.
A little bit, but they
Yeah.
did so well. I think that's one of their like things that they get awards for in that school. So
Well, I know this is a compelling conversation, but is there more music to play, or is anyone sponsoring anything today? Or
the other music aspect that I was going to talk about is I didn't know if you saw in the news, LimeWire launched their AI music division this week.
LimeWire is still in business?
LimeWire is still a thing.
AI division.
Yeah, AI music division, because they were in the AI content creation / art creation, I guess, since June, and they just launched their music thing. And I was like, I can't believe, one, that they're still in business, and two, that they've come out with a music thing, considering they literally used to pirate music all the time. So
It's so sad. I can imagine that if somebody played me a track from a band from Austin and I listened to that, and then somebody played me a track from LimeWire's new AI, music AI, and I was asked to tell which was the AI product and which was the product from the band from Austin, maybe I wouldn't be able to tell. But doesn't that prove the point? Does it really matter anymore? I mean, the consumers are so kind of taken
Yeah, they're so
with
dumbed down. It doesn't matter.
everything.
so
Exactly.
diluted.
I guess
Exactly.
it's so diluted, but my hope is that people do care that they can
They
tell which
don't.
is which.
They
They
don't.
don't. I don't think they
They
do.
don't. They can't
Nicole.
discern the
I would.
difference.
I care.
Well, you're
So-
you're the rarity.
Yep.
Nobody cares.
I mean, I think people care about K-pop right now. If you're a certain age and a certain demographic, but even that is so processed that you don't know
K-pop is
what you're
just
hearing.
K-pop is just menudo. They've always been doing this stuff.
Exactly. But it's so processed that, you're not hearing the original output. You're hearing some amalgamation
All I
of
know is,
what they do in the studio.
do we have a
you know?
sponsor today?
Carl's keeping it going.
We do. Songs of Love is our sponsor for this week.
Okay.
And you're going to hear about them. And we're going to listen to some more music by Consuelo. And the song is going to be Christmas in Our Heart.
Oh, cool.
The Songs of Love Foundation is a national nonprofit organization that creates free, personalized, original songs to uplift children and teens currently facing tough medical, physical, or emotional challenges. Each Song of Love is professionally produced with the lyrics containing the child's name and references to all of their favorite activities, things, people, and pets. To learn more about this organization or to request a song for a child in need today, go to their website, which is www.songsoflove.org. Again, that is www.songsoflove.org.
Christmas is for celebrating as one. So when I can't spend it with the people I love, little can I bear that wintry feeling. Here is to my friends and family. I may be thousands of miles across the sky, but only a thought away. When there is Christmas in our heart, we will not be that far apart. May the new year bring a promising start, one where I can hope to wrap my arms around you. Nothing can surpass that warming feeling. Here is to my friends and family. I may be thousands of miles across the sky, but only a thought away. When there is Christmas in our heart, we will not be that far apart. Candy canes, frosted sugar cookie flakes, popcorn strings may bring you sweet dreams if you're lonely on Christmas Eve. I may be thousands of miles across the sky, but only a thought away. When there is Christmas in our heart, we will not be that far apart. 'Cause wherever you are, it is true. Know you can always bring a little of me with you.
Yeah, I like that tune. That was pretty nice. Didn't we ask Consuelo some questions?
We did. We asked Consuelo our questions of the week.
So, what was the first thing we asked her?
Well, the first question we asked her, Carl, thank you so much for asking, is tell us a little bit about herself.
Such an interesting question. Like, I wonder what she said.
Let's find out.
My name is Consuelo Scivoletto-Cordey, most known as Consu. Born in Milan, Italy, I am a songwriter and producer. I was classically trained as a piano player, and growing up, I was heavily influenced by film music. My passion for music took me to Manchester, UK, where I graduated in music recording in 2002. I consequently started writing pop songs, crafting a unique sonic signature that blends various influences, including classical music, melodic rock, pop, jazz, and dance music. In 2006, I moved to the Southwest, where I reside now, embarking on a solo career as a recording artist. I recorded 2 EPs and toured the Southwest for a few years. However, I have now shifted my focus from touring to songwriting and producing for other artists and sing, expanding my repertoire. 2 years ago, I released my first pop Christmas single, Santa, Are You Almost On Your Way?, which featured on BBC Introducing Southwest. Last year, I was honored with the COVID-19 Composer Award by Sound & Music, and this year marked the making of my multi-genre Christmas album, Christmas Volume 1 by Consu, out on December 15th, kindly funded by UK charity organisation Help Musicians, and I also very kindly received various scholarships from the Board for Music Career Development.
That's cool. What else do we ask Consuelo?
So the second question we asked Consuela is, what music artists have inspired your career so far?
Growing up in Milan in my childhood, I was surrounded by melodic Italian music, as well as the timeless melodies of Japanese animation Candy Candy. When I was classically trained as a pianist, I was drawn to the Romantic period's composers, such as Chopin and Debussy. By the time I began crafting instrumentals in my youth, I was significantly inspired by film music, particularly Ennio Morricone's. When I started clubbing in my teens, I started delving into dance music as well as retro music, particularly the theatrical elements in the Doors songs, along with Jim Morrison's lyrical depth. My admiration for the Beach Boys' harmonies has significantly influenced my song's vocal arrangements, characterized by multi-layered harmonies, and the piano-based songcraft of Supertramp has heavily shaped my rock and pop style of playing and composing. While studying jazz piano at university, I particularly enjoyed listening to jazz pianist Bill Evans. It was after I graduated that I started crafting my unique sonic signature that blends all those influences, including rock luminaires such as Radiohead, the avant-garde soundscapes of Bjork, renowned piano singer-songwriters including Carole King, Joni Mitchell, Judy Seal, Tori Amos, Vanessa Carlton, Ben Folds, and Aqualung, with Alanis Morissette influencing me from a lyrical point of view. These days I like listening to a broad range of genres, as long as songs are very melodic in style.
Cool. So, anything else to talk about on this Christmas? I thought this is our Christmas episode.
Well, it's like we've got one more episode that'll be our Christmas episode. Then we got our bowling episode. We got a bunch of things going.
We got the bowling party.
Yeah, we can't forget about that. And Carl completely let us go the entire episode without saying happy belated birthday.
So
You.
To you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
You got to be in Puerto Rico and celebrate your birthday this year.
But one thing I realized though, tell me if I'm wrong. Before we can help people with discovery, don't people have to discover us?
Well, we got to get on that YouTube. I'm telling you, people want to see us.
We are on the YouTube.
Get her on the
Our
YouTube.
faces just aren't on there.
No,
Hey, Greg.
people want to see us, man.
Hey, Greg,
Well-
do we get her on the YouTube?
Yeah, we need to get on that YouTube.
Come
We need to-
2024, we'll be on the YouTubes with our face and all. So
I'm going to get on.
I'm gonna get me
on a
I'm
diet.
gonna get me a MySpace.
That'll help. Yeah, we need a MySpace. We get on the YouTube. Yeah, on the interstate. We'll be good. We'll be doing good.
this will also be on LimeWire in the new year.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
New AI live
You
wire.
can steal it off of LimeWire.
We have one more song. Let's get out of here. What's the
We
last song?
do. All right. On that note, we have one more song by Consuelo called Santa, Are You Almost on Your Way? For everything that we spoke about in this episode, you can go to our website, which is 94twenty.com. That is the number is 94 and the letters TWENTY. Until next time, we'll talk to y'all
And you
later.
can watch us on the YouTube.
Yeah, on the YouTube.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Goodbye.
Is it too early for decorations? I'm in the mood for celebrations. Hope that it snows a blanket of white. Counting the days until Christmas night. I'm making space for the Christmas tree. I can adorn with my family. And every year this is just my luck. All of the Christmas lights tangled up. Did my Christmas letter reach you? Just tell me, Santa, are you almost on your way?
ho, ho! Merry Christmas!